Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel, Ortiz Apple Tree. We're here to ask Spirit to show you what you need to see in regards to your person's karma. This could be who's on your mind and your heart, around you, coming towards you, a person from the past. Whoever you came to this reading to find out their karma, that person. Spirit, accurate general messages here at Ortiz Apple Tree for man and woman, north, south, east, and west. We have Knight of Swords. This could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Accurate messages for Capricorn's person. Four of Wands. This could be somebody who's stable. I don't know if they just bought a home or something like that. Four of Wands. Knight of Wands. Someone who may travel a lot, on the go. This could also be a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And then Six of Wands. I guess this person is not so celebrated or popular by you and your family and friends, possibly. And then we have the Page of Swords. I don't know if this person is sending you a message in your DM, texting you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So they're having a bit of good luck. And I don't know if they want it to, like, just share that with you or not. But this is someone who is thinking about you. A card just flew out. This is someone that you left. We have this card flew out. Six of Swords. This could be someone you left. Someone that you just packed up and you're like, maybe you do glance back every now and then again, or think about them every now and then again, or they think about you. But this is someone who is still moving forward and healing. And we have the Nine of Cups. There's a wish. What is this person wishing? Can y'all see this card? There's a wish. What is this person wishing in their karma? How is the karma going to affect that wish? The Hermit. They're wishing to come. They're wishing that you can come around again and maybe talk to them. Maybe it's been some time since you've talked to this person, and they're just wishing that you would forgive them, or maybe, like I said, I don't know if they reached out to you or if you reached out to them. But this is someone who's done a lot of soul searching. This is someone who's getting over depression. Someone who's in the bed a lot. Like at night, this person thinks a lot. I mean, sometimes solitude is really good, especially for healing. And we have here the King of Cups. This person may have been really drinking a lot too. Or, oh, Page of Cups in reverse. So I feel like it's unrequited love here. It's unrequited love for some of you. This was like a couple or a match. And I feel like it was just emotionally on different levels, different goals. And I feel like it's just, you know, this person, there's a lot here. This is someone who definitely is thinking about sending you a message. For some of you, your person has had a big change. This could be something this person was waiting for quite some time, and they're just ready to roll with it when it happens. This big change. I don't know if it was a big change between you and them, but this person is having a time where it's time for them to jump in and seize the moment, whether that be with work. But this is someone with forward thinking. They're very focused, single-minded. This person kind of like goes against the flow, but they have great leadership qualities. They could be like a perfectionist or like a risk taker. For some of you, this is someone with a, you know, they could be a fast talker, intelligent. And this is someone who could be a little bit impatient, though, a little bit impulsive, very direct manner. And maybe you think they're a little insensitive, but this is the type of person that's adventurous, and they could draw people to them. So it's kind of given like a champion, hero, warrior, charging into battle type of energy with this Knight of Swords. But definitely could be someone who, a departure. It could represent a departure. This is someone that you departed from. This is someone that you would have to fight to try to keep. And I feel like with the Four of Wands, I don't know if you were engaged to this person, if there was like a impulsive proposal or something like that. But the Four of Wands, I feel like this is someone who is all about family. This is someone who is about stability and prosperity and laying down roots, and really proud of their achievements. Their self-esteem is good. This is someone who is about teamwork and community, and this is someone who could have like some type of party or some type of ceremony going on, or family coming together. They're all about family. And this is someone who is also really good financially with planning, and their finances are in a good condition at the moment. For some of you, they're on the move. Like, this could be somebody that's on the go. This definitely could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Doesn't have to be Capricorn, but this is someone who, in their life, I mean, I'm thinking they're having some good karma. It seems like things are going better than they expected. You know, this is someone who is, any ventures that they've taken is likely to be more successful than they hoped. They're full of energy, enthusiastic, confident, and fearless. This is someone who takes action and they put their ideas and plans into motion. So this is somebody who's free-spirited adventure. They travel. They're moving from countries. This is someone who's charming. This is someone who is warm, you know, caring. This is just someone who believes that they know best and is a person of action. This person could be hasty and kind of rush into action without thinking things through sometimes. In a relationship with this, you probably see this person go more than they leave. Or this is someone who is just someone who's confident and just self-assured. Just good stuff I'm seeing so far. They put the work in to make things a success. And then we have here the Six of Wands. So they could have like little support. I mean, this is someone who fears losing, fears being a failure. This is someone who kind of has that pride, a little bit of pride maybe. This is someone who feels like there was, maybe there's some egotistical energies here. I don't know. Between the two of you, Capricorn, this could be somebody that there was a lack of quality that was needed to endure difficult times. So there could have been a broken engagement. There could have been a broken promise, disappointment. There could have been you could have felt that this person wasn't supportive of your dreams, your ambitions, your goals. They didn't share your victories. And it's just overinflated egos or arrogance could be the root of the issue. Someone could have been acting like a diva. But it is an energy where the behavior left someone feeling ill-weed. What the heck? Somebody could spell weed. But no, it was a behavior leading someone to ill will. So it's like ill will could have been between the two of you on this departure. Yeah, so I feel like if you haven't talked to this person for a while, they could be thinking about you. If they have access to seeing you online on social media, they could be checking you out. They could be thinking about sending you a letter or a message or a text. But this is someone who doesn't want to get drawn into any arguments either. This could mean someone that just wants to talk to you and they feel like maybe there's some kind of fighting or argument, something was of injustice. And this could be just somebody who is a deep thinker at times, and they could come across really blunt and insensitive. This could be someone who's a bit of a loner, but they also like to stick to the rules. So definitely this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And for some of you, it could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra. We also have water here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Virgo with the Hermit. So for some of you, this is someone who, there could have been a lot of conflict in the connection. Someone could be allowing unnecessary petty arguments to happen. And I feel like by all means, it's okay to fight a corner, but over important things, but not to allow every tiny disagreement to spiral into a full-blown argument. And I think that's probably what was happening here between the two of you. But with this person's karma, this is someone who is just reminiscing everything in their mind, and they're trying to see what role they played. This is someone who could have been hoping for a relationship. They could have been hoping to take things to a more committed, stable level, but I think it was like petty disagreements, petty arguments that was really making things difficult to move forward. I think for your person, Their karma is going to be loneliness. I don't know why I want to say that. Oh my gosh. I just feel like, yeah, things may be going good with their money, they're educated, their finances, their business, or whatever. Their home, they may have a nice home, they have stability, but they're lonely. This person's alone. They could have been hoping that if you two stopped talking and the two of you departed and separated, they could have been hoping for a new relationship, finding someone new that's more compatible with them. But you know what? With karma, it's going to take a lot longer than they think. It's going to require a lot of patience, because I guess there's a lot of karmic lessons this person still has to learn before they meet the one. But so far, they're going to be alone. And I feel like, honestly, they might be okay with that, too. Some people are okay with being loners. Me, myself, for one, I'm fine with it. But I feel like this person has lots of ideas for making money. And they kind of can come off as like a know-it-all when it comes to their finances and stuff, like financial advice and stuff like that. With the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, this is on an upswing for this person. They're having a bit of good luck. There is a lot of big changes coming to their life. Capricorn, your person's karma does look like it's good. It's for their greater good. It does look like that the universe, God, is working in your person's favor to help them reach their goals. And they're making the most of their time. I feel like they are alone, so they're kind of more focusing their intention on what they truly want. And I feel like God has a plan for this person. Even if this person doesn't know what it is clearly, or there's some ever-changing cycle that this person's going through. And the departure between the two of you was like a karmic lesson that this person had to learn to accept the process of a part of living. It was uncomfortable, but this was necessary. Just because people are together doesn't mean they're meant to be together, or that they're healthy staying together. So I feel like this is someone who, could have wanted to take the next step in our connection, wanted to start a next phase, but for some reason, I don't think that worked between the two of you. So they're just looking at the next phase in their life, the next step in their life. Because I feel like if the two of you are together, if you live together or something like that, this person may be contemplating leaving, because for some reason, when it comes to you, Capricorn, they're no longer content in a relationship. So this is someone who wants to maybe shake things up and just to be alone, just to break up, so they can be free to move on to better things. So not necessarily saying better things, but this is how this person is thinking, that there's got to be grass out there that's greener than Capricorn's. That's so messed up, right? So yeah, it's life. It's life, we meet people and they're usually seasonal. And it's, what do we learn from interacting with that person? What can we take from that connection, whether it failed or it lasts? What can we take from that to grow and be a better person at the end of the day? This person has good fortune coming in love, but it's going to be a while. Like, it's going to be in their future. But this is someone who needs to put themselves out there and get out there to meet new people. And I think they're really busy. I don't think that they're really doing that. I think, like I said, they're okay with being alone. I don't really think they're really looking for love right now, even though the cards are in their favor right now. I feel like this is someone who wants to meet a possible soulmate. Maybe they thought you were their twin flame of soulmate. Maybe it was just false feelings, but this is someone who is looking for someone that they can feel like they're meant to be with. This is someone who could be considering some type of big change. I don't know if it's wanting to start their own business, wanting to sell their business, wanting to do a career change, but I feel like this is God conspiring with this person to help them reach their goals, to go for whatever that they've been hoping for in their career. So this is someone who has a happy, stable career, and a change is coming. It's going to be challenging for them, but it's going to lead them to bigger and better things, like traveling and making more finances. So this is someone who's comfortable with money, and this is someone who, this is someone who is on the upswing of things. So things are improving with them. They have like good financial luck. I feel like for some of you, this was a split with the Six of Swords, and it is moving on. Your person is moving forward. I feel like they're overcoming the hardship. They've healed. There's a relief. There's stability. And I think they feel like life is just easier to go with and deal with. For some of you, this person is traveling overseas. There's journeys. There's travel. There is this person having spirit guides with them, helping them through life as well. But I feel like this is the calm after the storm. The phase that they're going through in their karma is the calm after the storm. So I feel like they're moving into calmer waters after a difficult period, and their stability. This person is becoming more open and open to communicate with you. I feel like they just want to see if you're doing, like I said, Page of Swords. Maybe they may reach out to you just to see how you're doing. You know, because things are going good for them. So they don't have no hate. They don't have, they're not cynical. They're not, you know, negative or anything. This is someone who is like, you know, I know we went through what we went through. Maybe, unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I don't hate you. That's how I'm feeling this person feels. I feel like they've come through bad times, and they're allowing, this is someone who wants to allow something healthy to come into their life. I feel like they're feeling like it was you that was the one that was abusive, so to speak, whether it be emotionally, verbally. You know, I feel like they feel like it was you that drained them and caused them to have to heal after having strength to leave a situation. Unfortunately, I feel like this is someone who maybe felt that you were emotionally unstable. We do have the King of Cups here with the Page of Cups, and they're both in reverse. So this is somebody who wants just a peace of mind. And this is someone who just is weathering the storm that they've come through. They weathered the storm, and this is someone who's just trying to move forward. And their wish is to have a peace of mind. Their wish is, you know, their wish is to just have peace and be happy and feel fulfilled. I mean, this is someone who is wishing for some good sex and sensuality, but you know, it's something they're hoping for. They're hoping to have like a bigger commitment. They're hoping to have engagement, marriage, and all that, you know, but it takes time. And I feel like this is someone who's learned from their past experiences, especially with dealing with you, Capricorn, and this is someone who's really gained a level of more emotional maturity and self-esteem that's benefiting greatly for them. Now, they feel like you were emotionally unstable. The King of Cups in reverse is like someone who is overly emotional, too sensitive, a lack of emotional maturity. So I feel like the two of you could have clashed. This is someone who is a thinker. This is someone who is a communicator. This is someone who is not in their feelings. And so Capricorn, they're thinking that you were just a little too mushy for them, too emotional, that you were lacking a backbone, that you weren't allowing yourself to be your best. And so this is someone who feels like you weren't accountable for your own behavior. This is someone who feels like you need to take responsibility for your emotions and well-being, Capricorn. I feel like this person is speaking through me. This is someone who feels like you had a lack of emotional balance. You caused them to be overwhelmed and anxious, and you caused depression. You could have been depressed. They feel like you're bitter. They feel like you're very mean and unkind. They feel like you were uncaring. They feel like you had manipulative behavior. They feel like you drank too much. This is someone who feels like you didn't have the ability to sense emotional weakness of others, or you used emotional weakness of others as a weapon against them. And so this is someone who thought that maybe you got amusement out of hurting them. They feel like you were vindictive and spiteful and not to be trusted. So they didn't trust you. So I don't know, why would they reach out to you? If this is how they really feel, they need to leave you alone and keep on moving on with their good luck and leave you alone. You know, if this is how they feel, then why are they looking back at you? You know, I feel like some of you, this guy or this girl, really felt that you had a lot of mood changes and unbalanced. And they feared you becoming, this is someone who maybe didn't want a relationship or didn't want to get engaged or married or didn't want to go through with everything because they thought you would become dependent on them. and they don't want to feel like they have an adult child. I don't know who this message is for. I'm just saying whatever I hear, reading the energies of the cards. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger, Capricorn. This is your person's energy. This is your person's energy, not mine. I'm just reading the cards. They thought you were clingy, needy, emotionally immature. And I feel like, this is someone who feels like you need to learn how to treat others with love and care. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying that's this person, whoever I'm challenging, whoever I'm picking up on, yeah, they feel like you need to take that time to yourself. They feel like you need to be in isolation to get control of your emotions. Your emotions ruined this. That's what they feel like, Capricorn. And they feel like you were cold and calculating and controlling and deceitful. They feel like you were really quite charming, but they also feel like you had a hidden dark side. So, yeah, this is someone who really wanted you to leave them alone. This is someone who really wanted to be left alone. This is someone who really withdrew from you. They feel like you needed to do some soul searching and reflection to get, a better perspective of things. And I feel like they are ready to draw a line under things and move forward, though. There's no hostility. There's no hate towards you. It's just, this is this person's side. Everybody has their side of the story. There's always the truth. There's always a lie. But I feel like this is this person feeling like that you were avoiding self-reflection. And so they wanted you to do that. But I don't know if it's you or this person that's lonely. There's a lot of heaviness of loneliness I'm sensing here. And it could be from the two of you. It could be from the two of you. They really, they felt like you rejected them on some level. Now, this person is busy traveling and doing all kinds of things, so they don't have a lot of time to really harp on this anymore. Like, there's a big change in their life, so it's like a big whoosh, and it's pushing them forward. And unfortunately, the memories of Capricorn are not as intense as they used to be. There's someone who's really coming out of things, getting over this. And I feel like it's just, they do feel lonely. Maybe they were feeling lonely even when they were with you. So it's just an energy where this person was withdrawn from the relationship, but someone was still trying to hold on to it. Someone had that fear of being left on the shelf, or someone had a fear of missing an opportunity to meet someone new and special. So I feel like this person is now wanting to start looking for love after being single for a long time. I feel like this is someone who, if the two of you recently broke up, then they could be considering thinking about you if you have your emotions under check. But if they were to come back around, I don't think your emotions would be like disciplined enough. I think you would lash out on this person. But yeah, I feel like, with that Page of Cups in reverse, there is an energy of emotional immaturity and disappointment and heartbreak. This person could have really hurt you. And there could have been a form of obsession too. Whether it was you obsessed with them or them obsessed with you. This person, he or she feels like you were obsessed. And that you broke the dreams, you broke things down because there was vulnerability of emotions. What am I saying? So yeah, it's just, this person, may have like some type of superficial image of the person that they want to be with. And I feel like the breakup or the disconnect was a disappointment in love. For some of you, this person could be high maintenance or just, got like that, like, I don't know, that it's a type of energy like a queen type behavior or a king type behavior. And it's kind of like no one should put themselves on a pedestal, so to speak, because that's how you get knocked off. And I feel like this is someone who is just evaluating their priorities and trying to take a more mature approach to things. Like, I feel like if they tried to come back and apologize, you wouldn't accept it anyway. You know, yes, no one's perfect. Yes, we each have our faults. But I feel like you feel this person was an extremist to a degree. And you feel like they didn't have to treat you the way they did. I don't know. I'm picking that up. I don't know. But you feel like they seduced you and they were a heartbreaker. So some of you, this is definitely unrequited love with these Two of Cups. These, the Page of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. So I feel like there needed to be like a more mature approach to this connection in order for it to work. And there wasn't. Someone's very, very emotionally unstable. And so, you know, there's Two of Cups. I like to do math. Math is very spiritual. And the Two of Cups being here, there's one cup here with the Page of Cups and a cup here with the Ace of Cups. Now, I know we do have the Nine of Cups. But I feel like, you know, there was a wish. There's a wish for this to really work. I don't know if you were wishing that or your person was, but someone wanted mutual respect. Someone wanted this to go to marriage. Someone was hoping this was a potential soulmate. Someone was hoping that this could be a balanced partnership, a happy couple deal. But unfortunately, you got to be careful for what you wish for. I feel like there's someone that got what they wished for, but then learned that this is maybe not what they were wishing for. So it's like, maybe the two of you just weren't in a good place and one felt let down and disappointed with it. To the outside world, things could have looked like everything was fine, but on the inside of this, with dealing with this person, Capricorn, it made you very unhappy. There's a lack of fulfillment. And this person felt like they were settling. And it was like settling with someone who looks great on paper, but not really, there's no true love. And so there was a lot of regret. And that could have led to deep-seated issues, stagnation, and the initial excitement just wearing off. The honeymoon period phase gone. And so for some of you, someone's just not in a right emotional mental state to make a relationship work. So I don't know if you've been attracting the wrong type of people, but Capricorn, definitely build your self-esteem and confidence. And I want you to really focus on finding your own inner contentment before you bring anyone else into the equation. Nobody else, no matter how amazing they are, no matter how nice their house is, no matter how much money they got, can make you happy if you have not found contentment within yourself. So there could have been an emotionally unhealthy sexual behavior or sex without love that it ended up being. And so now for some of you, you feel like, you know, this was just a disappointment in love, a big dream that became a big nightmare. Okay, lots of disappointment. And so yeah, this is definitely somebody who someone could have been trying to hold on to someone out of obsession. I just feel like you feel that this person broke your heart and this person felt like you were the one that was emotionally unstable. Let's see what's going on. But they have good karma though. They do. They do, you know, and we all have periods in life where we have good karma and bad karma. It depends on the actions we put out there. What did we do? You know, karma is not just bad. It's all about your actions, your behaviors. It's not about all negative, doom and gloom when you think of karma. Karma is good and bad, you know? So, and it works the same way. Karma can be divided into good and bad. How many times have I said that? Good karma is a result of good deeds done for others. So this person could have done some good deeds for you, for your family, for their family, co-workers, and now it's just coming back to them. Bad karma results from intentional harm caused to others. So if actions cause lasting pain and suffering, that's considered negative, unvirtuous, destructive. It's coming back. It's all coming back. You know, it's all going to come back. Each starts a cycle that will return equivalent fruits to the person who is harvesting those fruits. So, in conclusion, what is the karma energy for Capricorn's person? They don't think too highly of you. When they think about you, they think that you're an emotional mess and that they feel like you show your true colors. Yeah, you weren't happy, they weren't happy. So when you are not together, then someone can be happy. This person has you blocked, or you have this person blocked, and the fairy tale dream is over. The reality check is here. The illusion is over. I don't know if, like I said, I feel like someone's tried to reach out to someone and someone is blocked. But the fairy tale of it all is officially over. Okay, and it's like reality has set in. Yeah, so it's kind of like a fairy tale relationship. It's like an unrealistic love in which people might fall in love at first sight or expect to live happily ever after, and they don't. And in reality, a love and relationship takes effort by both parties in the relationship. The fairy tale love phase, that only occurs in fairy tales, not in real life. And so someone is definitely, understanding that. I don't know if this person said that they needed space, or that, this is someone who felt this connection was not working and they were ready to move on. And so be it, And you do the same, Capricorn. You do the same. All right, so with that being said, this is very general. So like, comment, share, and subscribe here at Ortiz Apple Tree. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of new uploads that you don't want to miss. Until next time, this is your person's karma general tarot reading. And this is Ortiz Apple Tree. Capricorn, take care.